Now, as for Makkari, we know that she is the fastest woman in the universe, and if you watch my Ikaris versus Omni-man video, I do explain how fast these characters can go and how strong Ikaris is. I would also recommend my other MCU/DCU videos. Makkari would scale far above Captain Marvel, who is MFTL plus, hitting the billions of times faster than the speed of light in travel speed and FTL in combat. Now, that's not all. It gets more fun when you realize that she's faster than Agatha Harkness and Morgan Le Fay, scaling to tiers like who scale to tiers like Dark Dimension, which is out-reversal and irrelevant speeds. Scarlett, which also would scale relative to these at high end. But most of the MCU do have pretty insane feats. Now, as for its strength, I don't have to say much. Watch this clip. Moving on to the Flash family, let's start with Zoom and let's start with his speed feats. While pretending to be Jay Garrick, he saves people from a collapsing building. Catches all the bullets shot at him by tens of police officers till they run out of ammo. Catches a bolt of lightning from Flash, that's faster than lightning speed. Bleeds Flash after Barry's trip into the Speed Force, which should give Barry a significant amp, so that could be getting probably to the levels of light speed, right? It's fine after taking a fall from terminal velocity. This in terms of endurance and durability. It's able to hit Harrison Wells, lift Harrison Wells with one arm. Does the same with Barry. Effortlessly destroyed Flash over and over again in a fight. As for hacks, it's able to face. Makes breaches with his speed, creates time remnants, can ignore durability, of course, through phasing. Let's move on to the Reverse Flash. Well, we are quick today. Here is a good one though. Zoom takes a fire blast from Firestorm, then gets right back up and runs away without a problem. Speculations, but Thor has shown signs of genius level intellect. Thor created a device that sucks the life out of people, transfers it to you, and gives you their physical appearance. I have no idea if Thor built this or if it is just some weird fucked up future tech. Retrofitted a tachyon emitter to power his Speed Force abilities, assisted Cisco in building a time machine, designed and built a particle accelerator with help, repaired it by himself. As for speed, the first feat I will list will be up to speculations as all of the details weren't that clearly defined. When Eobard Thawne is fully charged and has access to enough speed force, he's able to time travel hundreds of years. We know that he's from the 25th century and that he returned to the 20th century to try to kill Barry. Barry was only able to time travel one day by himself and needed the use of the particle accelerator to go back 15 years. The fastest Barry Allen ran in season 1 was Mach 2, as stated by Cisco in the season finale. Mach 2 is roughly 1,500 meters per hour, and Eobard proved several times that he is in fact faster than the Flash. That would mean that he would probably run somewhere between Mach 2 and 3. Exact number is up to speculations. Reverse Flash outruns Barry consistently, like it's very obvious. This is as for reflexes, right, and which is still part of speed. This is also a solid speed feat. Eobard proceeds to take out 4 to 5 soldiers that are aimed at him before Eddie even has time to move his head. He then dodges a bullet that was already fired by Joe. No caption provided. You have Eobard is able to move fast enough that it creates a speed mirage and thus can appear to be in 2 places at the same time. This next feat is a little complicated, but I think it's his most impressive feat from the season. Reverse Flash is trapped in the force field, and Wells is in his chair, visible in front of him. Reverse Flash proceeds to grab Wells and kick his own ass inside the force field, while making it look like there are 2 people the entire time. This is remarkably impressive, because he is constantly switching back and forth between Reverse Flash and Wells in order to maintain both speed mirages. That means he keeps changing clothes as well. Cisco believes in episode 15 that the reverse flash in the force field was just a hologram, but that's not possible. I will explain more after these images. The reverse flash leaves the force field and grabs the tachyon device from its stand, then proceeds proceeds to the end of the room, takes a look, and runs back. Savitar. Now moving on to Savitar. Savitar appears as a blow to Barry, which is insanely impressive because Barry is a lot faster at this point. Outpaces Barry a lot of times, runs through the speed force, stops a blitz from Barry and proceeds to stomp him. Crop stomps Jay Garrick. That same speed start pulled Barry from the time stream, which is, if you go by the comics and stuff, that is arrowverse, so that's irrelevant speed. Now, to Barry himself. Now, as for the Flash himself, to be honest, the feats I mentioned for the other speedsters was literally gotten from Comic Vine. I'm not gonna cap. And yes, I did do that because I needed something for them. But to be honest, I got something else for them. And this I did not get from anywhere. I know this myself. Now, to be honest, Flash from season 1 to 5 barely has anything good really going for him. The Flash of season 6 and 7 is what you call powerful. The only thing I can say is that the Speed Force wasn't just utilized properly by the Flash because the CW and DCAU is also within the bleed, logically speaking, and the Crisis event is affecting it just like it did in the comics. Now, that's something I don't really have time to dive in, but I could answer this in a live video section. Just keep your comments, your questions ready, and also remind me. Now, the thing is that the Flash is really fast. The Flash, as in Barry Allen. Now, Barry has some city level feats like stopping tsunamis and some other type of shit, fighting white Martians and taking hits from them, which is a lot more than city level, tanking close by explosions from Firestorm and all that, but that's nothing compared to the Crisis events. When Marnovu, the Monitor alone with Dark Matter could take out Earth 1, which is a Universal Plus feat at face value. But when you think about it, the CW should contain infinite dimensions, but I sort of explained all that in my Thanos versus Darkseid video, which I do highly recommend. The Anti-Monitor, on the other hand, using the Crisis energy, took out the infinite multiverse. Now, this is a lot more impressive than we think, and Barry had his full potential unlocked by the Spectre, making him fast enough by accessing the full Speed Force, which is the reason for an infinite multiverse in the first place. Barry's power was synonymous to it at the time that the Speed Force got corrupted, and Barry was its only saving grace. This will place Barry at immeasurable speeds and to irrelevant and multiversal plus at bare minimum. Now, who wins? If we go with the consistency of both verses, the Flash team barely got above light speed, very rare occasions, and they all get blitz and one shot put together, and this is very much include Savitar. Now, as for Crisis Flash would outspeed Makkari quite easily if we don't take her other feats based on lore of other characters. Then she straight gets blitzed by the Flash but won't get damaged if we use the high scaling. But with the high scaling of her, she doesn't just shit on the entire CW but the entire CW and the entire DCAU together, faster than they can think. If you found this video informative and interesting, well, check out my Omni-man versus Ikaris video. Watch this. You're done. Thanks for watching this, and then wait for my Doomsday and Doomsday versus Carnage video to finish premiere and drop. Well, see you all next time. Peace. And also, again, keep your questions, write everything down. There will be a live section. Check out my TikTok at Hunter Skills. We be lit there, and yeah, bye-bye.